What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Matt or Snussycopen here. So a lot of you guys have been putting in recommendations for what my next daily driven vehicle should be. Now I am looking in the realm of something that's around $10,000 to $15,000, if not a lot cheaper. Something that I can daily during the nice months. Basically, my truck will be parked to just hauling and then driving around this vehicle in the nice weather in the spring, the summer, and the fall. So we are going to actually look today at a vehicle that a lot of you guys have been recommending. Now, myself personally, I have been looking to get like a 4th gen Camaro, whether it's an LT1 or an LS1, just something to daily drive, something that's going to be quick, something I can mess around with, something that we can take to the track and have fun in. Now, a lot of you guys have been commenting towards getting a Corvette. Since Street Speed got a Corvette and his views shot up, I don't necessarily think that's going to work for everybody, because if everybody that had a Corvette had a YouTube channel, that means everybody would blow up. I don't think that's the case. Now, obviously, I kind of gave it away there. The vehicle that we are going to look at today is a C5 Corvette, which I like the C5s. I drove past this the other day and I didn't stop. It's a little bit higher in the price range. It's at 13, I think 13 or 14. But it seems like it has lower miles. It's really clean. We're gonna go check it out. But you guys need to drop down in the comments below what kind of vehicle you guys would want to see on the channel as a daily driver. I've been kind of leaning, like I said, towards a 4th gen or maybe even a Cobalt SS, getting another boosted 4-cylinder, car, just something to mess around with, something that's good on gas. Obviously, I don't necessarily care about the whole gas thing when it comes down to it, but in the same token, it would be nice to have good fuel mileage. But if I get the kind of car that I'm really looking for, I will just kind of sacrifice the fuel basically and just eat the cost of that and move forward. Danger Ranger is loaded down. He's not using turn signals and quite frankly pissing me off. Now, obviously, for those of you guys that like the Duramax and the Dale Merrill content, trust me, they are not going anywhere. They are just kind of going to still be on the channel, be a big part. I just need to find something to daily drive myself. Obviously, we're in the Jeep right now. That's my wife's. For those of you that don't know what this is, I did post a video of me getting this for my wife, and we put the angry eyes on the front. Now, I do have that Jetta that I'm borrowing from my parents, that I gave to my parents. My little brother's going to start driving here soon, so he needs that to drive. So therefore, I've been driving that for a while, so I really do need to get a daily. So before we go and we get that, my wife actually ordered a Christmas tree, so we have to go and pick that up first. And of course, she sent me to go get it. So we're gonna go pick up the tree real quick and then go look at the car, which is conveniently right up the road. Never let your significant other one shop at a Hobby Lobby. It is the worst thing you can allow them. Alrighty, so now we have the Christmas tree in the back. So now I did what my wife wanted me to do, so I'm gonna go do what I want to do now. As we pass all of these new Jeeps, I just don't like the look of the new front ends, to be honest. Like, they look cool, but they're not like, I don't know, they just look very different. Well, there she is. Let's get out and check her out. All right, so first thing first, I love that it's black. I do like that it's black. Let's see. Oh man, that is a buzzkill already. I'm sure you guys can see what I'm talking about right inside there. It's freaking automatic. Damn it. I was really excited and hoping that this thing would be manual. Obviously, it is not super clean condition though. It is a 2004 with 48,000 miles. Obviously, it says it's in nice condition, which it definitely is. Actually, looks like it's got some rough marks up there on the paint on the front right fender. But man, if this was manual, I'd love it for $13,900. Anything else? Okay, Borla exhaust, so you guys can see it's got a. I always love the quad tips on Vettes. I always have. Honestly, I could see myself buying a C5, but it would definitely have to be manual. That's what I. All right, so aside from being automatic, this thing is freaking awesome. It's a shame it really is, because it's got leather interior. It's really clean, other than the front right fender that would end up needing painted. But I don't know, $13,900 for an automatic. Damn it. Anyway, that sucks, obviously. But I really do like that car. It's just I will not be able to cope with myself if I buy my first Corvette, and my first Corvette is automatic. I wouldn't do that to myself, which is why, like, honestly, it's driving me nuts not driving manual anymore. That's why I'm driving my wife's Jeep right now. I've always had a manual car in my life, and the only manual that we have anymore is the Jeep, obviously, until we do the motor and trans swap in the Dale Marrow. But that is literally going to be a drag car. That's not going to be something that I'm going to daily drive. It's definitely not going to be street legal at all by the time that it's done with it. So the Dale Marrow doesn't help me with a daily driver. It really doesn't. And not that this would really help me as a daily driver either, but like I said in the beginning of the video, I will be dailying the Duramax in the winter, so I don't have to worry about a vehicle that's gonna be bad in snow or good in snow, because I have a vehicle that's good in snow. So the C5 platform is probably the only vet I'd be interested in right now, plus money financial wise. I think that that's like the only route that I could really go. I don't like the C4s necessarily as much, plus they lack a lot in power. And the C6 is kind of out of my price range. Would I like a C6 or a C7? Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind, but obviously we have to take baby steps. We did that with getting obviously the Duramax and then the Jeep. You know, we still had that $900 Jetta that I bought because that's all that I could afford at the time, and ended up getting a couple raises at work and working a lot of overtime, and then money started to look better. And I do think that ultimately we will end up getting something, if not before Christmas, you know, shortly after the new year. I'm looking to, I don't want to say pay in cash full, because obviously if we get something like that Corvette where it's like $13,000, I'll probably put a very, very large chunk down on it cash, and then take out like a personal loan for the rest of it and just pay it off quick. But I also don't want to get myself head over heels in different things. So when we get home, we're actually going to look on Marketplace and see if we can find any C5s on Facebook Marketplace, on Craigslist, anything like that that are for sale, and see what, you know, we're looking at. Obviously that was an automatic 2004, so we can go all the way back to, let's see here, the C5s I believe started in 98. So that's one of the later years of the C5. So maybe we can find one that, you know, isn't necessarily that low in mileage, being at 48,000 miles, which obviously if we could, that would be awesome. But if we could find one that's like a 98, 99, 2000, you know, I think that could be something very, very, very large potential as something that could end up being on the channel. All right, guys, now that we are back home, I'm gonna eat dinner and start looking at some other C5s on Marketplace and on Craigslist. But if a C5 is something that you guys would like to see on the channel, do not forget to visit my wife. Do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. Who knows what route we are going to go, but the C5 is definitely going to be an option. And I was about to say, I think I have my wife who's putting a fucking tree up. And it's what, November 3rd? No, that's just a little tree. The big tree's still in the Jeep. But, hi kids. Hi boo-boos. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching all the way through. If you watched all the way through, stay tuned till the next one. See ya.